Hi, Sunshine Moore here, creator of FitTech University and this podcast. We serve fitness instructors with technology solutions to run their virtual businesses. Through our digital course academy, our training lab, and our podcast, we bring education to you around the world. We believe that when we help you, you help others, and that is a mission we can all stand behind. We will help you with things like equipment, confidence on camera, how to set up your virtual studio, how to use marketing tools, what platforms you need, and we'll bring all of that to you here through our university courses, through our training lab, which is like a virtual fitness studio, and through our podcast with solo episodes and episodes with other people that are experts in things that we need to know. Thank you for listening, and we welcome and encourage your feedback. We cannot wait to serve you. Hi, I'm Sunshine Moore, the host of the FitTech University podcast. Today on the podcast, we are so privileged to have Mr. Nicholas Hardy as our guest. He is all things expert on sound production, experience, and more if we have time to get into it. I actually worked with Nicholas for a short time, almost 10 years ago. And So I credit you for educating me on things like how to point your speakers and XLR cables. And I'm still learning. We're looking to learn from you today, things that will help virtual fitness instructors. And so I'd love to just get right into it after you do a little intro of yourself.
I'm the executive producer and owner of the Elysium Experience. We are a boutique audiovisual team and entertainment company that does between 250 to 300 events a year. We have a growing team right now. We have in the office, we have 5 of us working, and that's, bouncing back from COVID where we went down to 2 for kind of a period and so forth, And so, but we're growing. Our work includes, we do a lot of wedding work. So we DJ for a lot of weddings. That was our initial first product that we offered. And then from there, we evolved to doing corporate audio visual. And so we do a bunch of weddings and we have a team of 6 DJs, up to 6 DJs. And then we do lighting for weddings, and we do quite a bit of unique corporate stuff. And that we've built a reputation with certain planners, event planners in Detroit. When a client comes to them with something that's unique and challenging in technology, we usually get the call for that stuff to create something or a solution technology wise.
Thank you for that. Again, I want to thank you for taking your time today to lend your experience to virtual fitness instructors. I know you can help us. So, hi, FitPro, Sunshine here, and I'm here to tell you about a special topics seminar that I've created just for you if you need confidence on camera. If that is stopping you from growing your virtual fitness business, then I want to help you. I'm offering a special topics seminar called 5 Ways to Improve Your Confidence on Camera, and this serves fitness instructors who want to be more confident in their teaching. It solves the problem of having low confidence on camera, and the promise I give to you is that at the end of this, there will be one video that you have created that you are confident in releasing. Here are the details. There are 5 trainings that you will receive, and they are on demand. You watch them anytime you want. You will start the training on day 1, and you will post in our Facebook group that you have started. Each day has homework, and then there'll be a way to let me know that your homework is done. And as the professor, I will give you feedback on each of your homework assignments. That's sort of the live piece to it. So if you are interested in improving your confidence on camera, again, my promise to you is that not only will I help you with that, but at the end of this special topics seminar, you will have one video created that you are confident in releasing. You can find this training at fittechyuniversity.com/confidence. And little sneak peek side note, there'll be an option in there for a special PDF that you can download for equipment that you'll need for your virtual fitness business. And then, of course, if you need even more services, there will be an option in there if you want to book a one-on-one paid consultation. I really appreciate you sharing this with other Fit Pros because that's how we grow and learn from each other. And I can't wait to see you inside the training for confidence on camera. I'm going to pretend I'm a naive but fascinated listener.
Okay.
Let's start off with sound. Virtual fitness instructors are filming in their basement, which is where I'm recording this podcast. Mm-hmm. Let's say we have a $200 budget. Mm-hmm. What is something that a virtual fitness instructor could get in terms of microphone?
AirPods.
Why would we want AirPods?
For quality audio, you want the microphone as close to the sound source as possible. If I was speaking to you focused only on audio quality, I would have the microphone that's hanging right above my head visible right now. I would pull that down and I would have that, I can show you here. But I'm using a very expensive shotgun microphone that allows me to keep it at a little bit more of a distance and still get good audio, decent audio quality. But there's no substitute for a microphone close to the mouth. There is, I would say it can be very, very close. We don't want you to put the microphone on your mouth, right? Because then it's going to be muddy. So there's a little bit, let's say 3 or 4 inches from the mouth that are needed for the sibilants and the S's and the consonants and all those sounds to mix together. But besides there, having a headset mic like you see people have at Apple Fitness and the high-end shows, that's the ideal. And then from there, an AirPod would probably be in that price range in ease of use, the next best thing.
If we have a $500 budget, after we have some AirPods, what would be the next piece of equipment a virtual fitness instructor?
Funny, I did not plan for this, but I happen to have the product in front of me. It is a Rode Wireless Go 2. I'm blown away by this product. I bought it just to test because I kind of didn't believe it, but it is I want to say a $300 product, or it's a almost $500 product if you buy the kit with the lapels or lavalier mics. So they're literally these 3 pieces right here. And you have 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. You can use it as a 1 transmitter and 1, or you can use a 2-in-1. So you could have 2 people wearing them. And there's a couple of nice things about them. They're very easy to use and set up. They can either come out with an analog connection, an aux jack, which most consumers should know. That's like before iPhones got rid of their headphone jack, the same kind of jack, like a headphone jack. And you can run that into other consumer audio devices or audio devices, and you can also adapt it. And then there's also, you can plug in with a USB-C cable directly into your computer, and you can adapt that to USB 2 or whatever. Or you can adapt that USB-C to Lightning for iOS support. So it could go into an iPad or an iPhone natively. The other cool thing about these, if you are producing content, if you're recording for future playback or for online use or whatever, these units, in case I've never had it happen yet, but in case you lose connection to the receiver, you can turn these units on so they're actually recording the whole time that they're on. So you could retrieve the recording later. All these features packed in for, I think you have to check me on it. You can I bought mine at B&H. You can get them on Amazon. Same price. So I'd encourage people to support a camera company like B&H, but I think it's $300 for this set. And then if you actually want the wired lapels, meaning you can put this, otherwise you need to clip this right here. It's got the mic on it, right? If you want to not have the big box on you, if you want to use a lapel, these lapels, if you buy 2 of them, makes it about $480 delivered.
Have you jumped around in the lapel or the box unit?
No, but from doing a bunch of stuff, if you got a place to clip this on, with fitness attire for both men and women, this is lightweight. It shouldn't be a problem to clip on the belt loop, on the back of the sports bra or whatever, somewhere like that. And then as long as you secure your wire down and route it through your clothing and clip it on, I wouldn't be concerned about this bouncing at all. You may get a little bit of sound from that. The ideal would be, the creme de la creme here is like a Countryman mic, which is a $600 mic on its own and really shouldn't be used with this, by the way. So, unless you're looking to spend $2,000 on an audio system or something like that, you're probably not looking at the Countryman in total,
I'm going to grab mine 1 second.
Okay.
Is this what you're talking about?
No. Countryman is Countryman's low profile. So I guess just because I do it every day, I notice on the Apple Fitness instructors, their thing is literally a wire. And the wire, it's almost like a coat hanger. It's thinner than a coat hanger. It's pretty stiff too. And they even have them, they generally wear black, but we have one that we use for events that's skin toned. And so you can buy different skin tones and stuff like that, but they're like $600-$700 a piece.
Reminds me of security guards that tend to wear them, right?
Yeah. So that kind of look. Now I'll tell you that For fitness, my personal take on it is I don't think it's offensive to be wearing the kind of headset you're wearing, like a little more Britney Spears style. I think in fitness, that's totally the look. If we're doing certain events, there's certain events where that kind of headset is not appropriate. Wedding ceremony being one of them. And that's where the Countryman comes into play.
So we've covered the mic options, maybe have some Bluetooth earplugs in. Let's talk about cameras. iPhones are what primarily people are using. If they're not using an iPhone, they're using their laptop. Can you speak about the camera on the iPhone? I know you know a lot about that.
The camera on the iPhone's great. I had a friend call me the other day, said he had a $500 to $800 budget for a camera. He's trying to record some videos of him DJing and that kind of thing. And I said, cool, just buy an iPhone. Like, that's the answer. The iPhone cameras are generally always superior to the cameras in the laptops, the webcams. Interestingly, the MacBook Pro, even a loaded MacBook Pro's webcam has been a relatively low res. It's been, if you know about resolution, 720 HD, which is the entry-level HD. TVs before they became 4K were HD, and the webcam on a MacBook Pro, including mine from 2020, is still less than regular HD. You know what I mean? It's still 720p. So the iPhone's a great camera. Unless you're looking at really understanding more about a camera, I don't think you need to move from a modern, good quality phone.
Vertical or horizontal?
Depends on what your content's for. So if you're going to create a class for somebody like me that I'm going to watch in my living room and work out, you generally want all your content to be horizontal, because I'm going to be watching it on my TV and would be annoyed if I've got portrait iPhone videos. It's going to look amateur, right? However, if you're creating some ad work and you want to run an Instagram campaign and do some stories about how your classes work, you may want to then shoot that stuff in portrait. If you're shooting in 4K, and you may be stretching it with a phone, but with a professional camera, I'm actually using a professional Blackmagic camera right now on this Zoom call. I can shoot in 6K with it. And so I can crop, I could actually get content if I wanted to for portrait or for landscape, but you just shoot for the purposes of what you're doing, where your audience is watching. That's what you want to shoot for.
If our audience is watching on a laptop, but we are shooting it from an iPhone, should we still have the iPhone horizontal or
yes.
landscape?
Yep.
And the camera would be on top, right? You would not want the camera on bottom. Would it make us upside down?
No, iPhone will auto rotate. Plus, you could always edit and post. But yeah, it just depends on what looks good. I mean, usually if you're shooting from a distance, there's not a big difference, but sometimes if I'm out before, actually, I just bought a new device. Maybe I'll show you here, but before having that, sometimes if I'd be out with the family and want to take a picture, I might lean this against something, and to get the right angle, I might be leaning it like this, and I have my lens sticking out. So that's going to affect, what side's up or down. But in the end, if you got a stand to hold your phone, which you should for anything you're doing here, and you can get them cheap on Amazon, it really should be, it doesn't matter, whatever looks good in the end.
Should we look at the front of the phone or the back?
Your better cameras are on the back side of the phone. Now, if you're doing this all yourself, and you don't have someone like a partner, spouse, roommate to come take a look at your phone and say, hey, it looks great or whatever. One of the things you can do is, if you have Apple TV compatibility, which is built into a lot of TVs today, particularly the Samsungs, you can actually just swipe on your phone and mirror your phone screen to the TV. So that means if you need something to monitor and see how you're looking, you can actually just mirror your phone screen to the TV and then turn on the camera and record. But you should use the backside camera. Those cameras will be better quality than the front-facing one. I
also recommend, in addition to what you're saying, to put a mirror behind their camera so you can see my mirrors.
That's great.
As a bonus, because I've seen a lot of instructors hop out of the frame of teaching. You're over there, and
you can totally use like tape. Like in production, we have gaff tape. But a nice thing about gaff tape is that it's sticky enough, but it can be removed and it doesn't leave a residue. You use duct tape, you're going to have sticky residue all over your floor or whatever. But you could always mark out on your floor. It's a good idea to frame your camera, mark where you're putting your camera, so you're always at the same spot. So you have a consistent look. That's an important thing for brand image. People know what to expect visually. When I watched the Apple Fitness thing, like it's always the same look. I know what to expect there, right? And so I know in their studio, they have measured to a T exactly where their cameras are going, what lenses they're using, that kind of thing. So if you do that, you can draw a frame on the floor basically, and wherever you're at, to basically know when you're in the frame versus when you're not. Can I show you a little cool device here that might be interesting? DJI makes a lot of drones, and they make gimbals. And this is this is the OSM5. They make it in white and gray. And it is an iPhone gimbal, and it allows you to put your phone in it. And it comes with its own included recording app for taking photos, panoramas, videos, whatever. And it's got a lot of nice things, including face tracking. So you can put this out, set your phone on it, and do your iPad or your AirPod, and even extend it up. And you can be talking to it and walking back and forth in a room, and it will follow your face for the most part.
Wow.
So for someone shooting their own videos, and this thing's like $170.
That's not bad at all.
Stored at local Amazon warehouses. You could probably order it now and get it by 10 in the morning.
We'll get into how to sell without selling in just a minute.
Yeah, right. I should have like provider links for this so I can get some kickback, right?
You should have affiliate links. Definitely. Some instructors have talked about being blurry and their camera going out of focus, so that might be the solution for them. Let's talk about mixers and speakers. We'll start with speakers.
We would love to connect with you after this. Find us on social at FitTech University, and there you'll find more resources to help you in your virtual studio. There'll be links for our signature course, How to Develop a Virtual Studio, resources to help you with lighting, sound, music licensing, technology, platform decisions. And if you want to be a podcast guest, there's a link there for you too. Looking forward to connecting. Thanks, friend.